Have you ever felt invisible? Like one day people just stopped noticing you. Your friends stopped calling. Your family stopped asking for your opinion. And somehow, even though you're the same person, the world treats you like you faded into the background. It's a painful feeling. And sadly, as we get older, it happens more than we'd like to admit. Maybe they forgot your birthday. Maybe they don't notice when you go quiet. Maybe they just stop seeing you altogether. But here's the truth most people never tell you. Your worth doesn't vanish just because someone else lost sight of it. And you never have to argue, beg, or chase after anyone to prove it. In today's video, I'll share with you 7 powerful but subtle strategies for reclaiming your value when someone starts overlooking you. These are not about revenge. They're not about games. They're about quiet shifts in how you carry yourself. Shifts that remind both you and the world exactly how valuable you still are. Stick with me to the very end, because I'll also reveal a mindset shift that can completely transform how others respond to you, without you even saying a word. And if you're new here, welcome. This channel is for people like you, wise, growing, and getting stronger with age. If you find this video helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a message designed to lift you up. Let's get started. Strategy number 1. Quietly reclaim your energy. When someone no longer values your presence, their actions speak. They cancel plans. They reply late or not at all. They stop showing genuine interest. Our instinct to lean in, call more, try harder. But the wise response is the opposite. You pull back gently. No anger. No confrontation. Just quiet dignity. Stop initiating every conversation. Stop overextending yourself where you're not appreciated. Let the silence speak for itself. Here's what happens, and it's backed by human psychology. What becomes scarce often becomes more valued. Let me tell you about Helen, 74. For years, she always organized family dinners, planned every birthday, held everything together. But over time, her efforts were taken for granted. No one offered to help. No one noticed her exhaustion. So, Helen stopped. No announcements. No guilt trips. She focused on herself, her garden, her book club, her long walks. 3 months later, her children noticed. "Mom, are you okay? We missed those dinners." Helen smiled and said, "I'm doing well." I figure it was time to enjoy some quiet. She didn't go back to overgiving. But her family started showing up differently because they felt her absence. When you quietly reclaim your energy, people feel the shift, even if they can't explain it. And whether they adjust or not, you've already won. Strategy number 2. Treat your time like treasure. Time is the most precious thing we own. Yet, when people stop valuing you, they often stop respecting your time too. They're late. They cancel at the last minute. They expect you to drop everything for them. But here's what strong, self-respecting people do. They protect their time as fiercely as they would their money. Say no to last-minute requests. Stop rearranging your schedule to suit others. Let them see that your hours, your life has value. Think of Roger, 79. His neighbors constantly asked for favors, watching pets, fixing things, running errands. At first, he obliged, but the gratitude faded. The expectations grew. One day, Roger gently said, "I'm happy to help sometimes, but I'm prioritizing my own time these days." They were surprised, but over time, they called less. And when they did, they respected his boundaries. The lesson: when you value your time, others start to as well. And you remind yourself that your life is not on anyone else's clock. If you're still with me, comment "I protect my time" below. It tells me you're here and that this message is landing with you. Strategy number 3, prioritize small joys just for you. When people overlook you, it's easy to overlook yourself too. You stop doing the little things that bring you happiness. But your relationship with yourself is the most important one you have. Start simple. Brew your favorite coffee and enjoy it slowly. Buy yourself fresh flowers. Walk in nature. Wear that nice shirt, even if no one's around to see it. These small acts whisper to your soul, "I still matter." I remember Gloria, 82. Her friends stopped visiting as often. Her family got busy. The house felt empty. One day she decided, enough waiting. She signed up for a painting class at the community center. Not to impress anyone, but for herself. 6 months later, not only had she rediscovered joy, but she had a new circle of friends too. When you treat your life with care, others start to as well. But it begins with you. Strategy number 4, stop explaining yourself. It's natural to want to explain, to defend, to justify. But often, the more you explain, the smaller you feel. Here's a hard truth. People who've decided not to value you aren't listening anyway. The solution? Stop justifying. Stop explaining. Start deciding. If you need rest, take it. If you set a boundary, stand by it. If you say no, mean it. You don't owe anyone a detailed report for protecting your peace. Like Albert, 76. His cousin constantly borrowed money with promises to repay that never came. One day, Albert simply said, "I'm not in a position to do that." No excuses. No long speech. And that silence carried more strength than any argument ever could. You don't need permission to respect yourself. Your quiet, steady choices say enough. Strategy number 5, gently break predictable patterns. Familiarity breeds invisibility. When people get too used to you always being available, they stop seeing you. The solution? Change the routine, but do it with grace, not resentment. If you always answer calls immediately, let them go to voicemail. If you always say yes, decline sometimes. If you always stay quiet, speak up even a little. These subtle changes interrupt the pattern. And when the pattern breaks, people notice. Take Maria, 80. For years, her adult son dropped off his kids, barely saying hello. One day, Maria wasn't home. She'd gone to a movie by herself. The next time, her son asked how she was doing and offered to help with groceries. Small changes, big impact. Strategy number 6, lead with kindness, guarded by boundaries. Kindness is your strength. But kindness without boundaries leads to burnout. You can care for others and still say no. You can be generous without being taken advantage of. Harold, 81, learned this the hard way. His neighbors relied on him for constant favors. At first, he didn't mind. But the appreciation faded, and the expectations grew. One day, Harold kindly explained, "I'm happy to help occasionally, but I need to prioritize my own time too." The requests slowed. The respect returned. Boundaries aren't walls. They're doors with locks you control. Be kind, but be wise, because your peace is priceless. Strategy number 7, speak less, but with weight. There's quiet power in saying less, but meaning every word. When you feel invisible, your instinct might be to over-explain. But the most respected people often say the least. Clara, 78, always tried to smooth over family tensions. Long messages, constant fixing. It exhausted her. One day she said simply, "That didn't sit right with me." No speech, no convincing. And yet, it changed the energy in the room. Your presence can say more than your words ever will. So speak intentionally. Let your calm carry weight, and trust that people feel your quiet confidence. The ultimate mindset shift. You see you first. Here's what matters most. You don't need others to see your value for it to exist. The moment you see yourself, truly see yourself, everything changes. People sense it. The energy around you shifts. Those who appreciate you lean in. Those who don't will fade out. And both outcomes are blessings. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are still becoming, still blooming at every age. If this message resonated, comment below. I see my worth. And if you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe and tap the bell. This space is here to remind you of your strength, your wisdom, and your incredible value. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, stay proud, stay grounded, and never forget, you matter.